Hey y'all, and welcome to your February Pickacard reading. So I set up 4 piles today to figure out what message that you need to hear for the month of February. Couple of the piles got a little juicy, I ain't gonna lie, it got a little spicy. All right, so I'm gonna put those piles on the screen in just a minute so you guys can figure out which one you guys are intuitively drawn to. So if you guys are new here, my name is Blue Moon Intuition and I am a tarot reader. I am also a psychic medium, so I use my gifts and tarot to help me find the message that you need to hear, whether it's from your angel guides, spirit, the universe, whoever needs to get through to you. Find if you're feeling a little lost or you need to just to feel a little bit more comfortable kind of about where you're at. All right, so these are February predictions. Remember, these are timeless videos, especially with tarot, they're timeless. If you guys would like to join me on TikTok, all that information is in the description box below. But without further ado, let's begin. All right, guys, so here are the piles. We've got pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a moment, pause the video if you need to, breathe in and out for a couple of seconds, but feel which one you feel most intuitively drawn to. All right, so I'm placing the timestamps below and I'll see you guys over there. All right, so if you guys chose number 1, this is your reading. Let's see what we got. Ooh, trust. All right, so we're already starting off pretty hot and heavy there, pile 1. All right, so the situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, so for this one, I feel like some of you could already be connected in a relationship. You could already be, see how like this Cupid, look at this little baby in the background. Like he's kind of like sneaking around. So maybe you feel like there's been some kind of like sneaky behavior in the past. And I feel like the feminine energy that's in this connection has actually given a lot more to this connection than the masculine. Because see how he's kind of like trying to ward off anybody else. He's kind of like leaning back and it's almost like she's falling into him. So I feel like whoever you're connecting with in this month in February, that I do feel like there's something about the trust. I feel like maybe there was something said or something done in this connection that really threw it off and is like making you like second guess it. Engagement. Okay, so I do feel like you guys are, some of you could be getting engaged in this month here, but I am actually, I'll start with this though, but I do feel as though, look, see how again, she's leaning so much into this person. Like, I mean, he's leaning back in, but it does feel again that like the feminine energy is being way too giving in this relationship. And I feel like for this month, it's asking for you guys to be a little bit more balanced out, especially how like maybe I'm feeling water sign energy. So my feminines, you could have water in your chart here. I am getting pay attention to the red flags underneath. The signs are cautioning you. So I do feel like one person in this connection is actually giving more to this relationship, especially with the pay attention to the red flags here. I do feel like this person, see how like she's shielding herself. So I do feel that in this connection, the feminine energy is like there. You kind of like have made, you made like a tent for yourself where it's like maybe people from your past have caused you to like go into this cocoon, like when somebody messes up, or maybe you're still thinking about somebody from your past in this connection that are kind of, it could be triggering some things that are coming up for you for this month. All right, so I do feel like the feminine energy is overly kind of giving, but at the same time, I feel like that's kind of something like from your childhood that maybe you're still kind of dealing with. Maybe a blockage of like codependency here, that it's like, I feel like they're wanting you to realize, you know, that giving too much is not going to cause somebody to love you more, but you want to make sure you're giving to the right kind of people. This could also be a friendship I'm hearing. Let me see what else we have for February. Grip. So I feel like, again, this is something that feels like your childhood is kind of coming up, is kind of being triggered for this month, that you have been weighed down by. Some of you could be connecting with like masculines that are not really putting in the effort here, that are not kind of, like I said, they're not putting in the effort. So I feel like you're connecting with somebody that's kind of bringing up the triggers, like you feel weighed down with this connection and the fact that you're giving so much to it. Like you feel like you should, this connection should be like really strong. It should be really dependable. It should be really reliable. But there's something about this connection that keeps bringing up red flags. Whether it's something that they did or somebody from your past is really being highlighted in this connection. All right, so let me see what else we have for February 2022, please. recalling. Okay. So with this, I feel like it's kind of gone past. We're still going to the past. We're in the fact that you guys haven't been able to let go of the past, whether it's this person that's trying to come back in. For some of you, this could be somebody else trying to come back in. This could be somebody else that you just have in your memories, but they're really bringing somebody up for this month that I feel like there's some kind of something buried down deep that needs to come up, whether it's healing for some of you. This is a general reading, so definitely take how this resonates, okay? So whether this is healing from a past connection or whether this is healing from someone that you're currently connected with, it's really wanting, a lot of this is like to trust that, you know, whether or if you're in a connection that it's going to get better, and if you're not in a current connection, to trust that, you know, somebody can actually love you for who you are, all right? I am seeing karmic underneath the deck, so I'm going to take that because I feel like that, again, we're talking about flags, right? Like the past has been coming up, so I do feel like there's somebody from your past that really put you through the ringer. There's somebody that, like, maybe one of you could like the game of chess with that coming out. All right, so a card got thrown at me. Let's see what that one is. TikTok. Okay. Some of you could watch me on TikTok. I don't know. Some of y'all watch me on TikTok. It does feel like for some of you. All right, so pile number one, you will notice that the lighting has actually changed here. So it does feel like with that being changed, there's something in your life that's changing drastically. It's going from light to dark or dark to light or something. There's something kind of changing here in the fact that maybe you're going from, like, you're clearing out old blockages. I can't allow them, like, clearing my throat. I'm clearing out old blockages that you haven't been able to before. Yeah, someone's going to pop up. All right, so for some of you, with this TikTok coming out, I do feel like some of you kind of feel like time is running out. Maybe some of you are afraid that, like, maybe I haven't settled down. Maybe I feel like this is something you probably haven't told anybody. If this resonates for you, this part, maybe you haven't settled down. Maybe you feel like you haven't really, you know, maybe you feel like you're running out of time. Like if you're not in a relationship, you're running out of time to, like, build a family together, to get engaged. Like maybe you guys, some of you could be secretly, like, wanting to do that, or maybe you're afraid to do that. There's something about you're feeling like you're running out of time for some reason, especially with deadline. I put it under engagement. So maybe you feel like you're losing hope in your love life for some of you, but popping up spontaneous, unexpected surprise visit. So I'm going to get another one for this one, but I do feel like there's something about you needing to learn to go with the flow. Maybe you guys are, now I'm feeling very earthly energy. Maybe you guys are kind of like, you have certain expectations, and sometimes with it coming out from underneath the trust, that you guys kind of, you know, don't really, maybe you guys are one of those people that feel like you have to go, like, for instance, go pick up your laundry, or you pick up your dry cleaning or something. There's something along with this that's really being highlighted in the fact that you don't really go with the flow. You don't really trust people that easily. And I think for this month, they're really wanting you to realize that, you know, there's actually people out there that can come, you know, show face. They can actually be reliable in the fact that, you know, it can go to another level. So I feel like for this, if you picked this deck, I feel as though you're having a hard time trusting even, like, friends, family. There's something about this connection, or in this pile, if you chose it, that really wants to highlight for the month of February that, you know, it's okay to let your guard down. Okay, let me see what else we have. All right, yeah. I feel like some of you have, like, really invested in your future. Especially, I got the 10 of Pentacles coming out. If you guys haven't, if this is not job related, some of you, this is going to be job related, that you've constantly been trying to, maybe you guys put most of your energy into what's going to happen in the future. Like, you're trying to build your future. You're trying to, the 10 of Pentacles, you're trying to build, you know, I always say, like, they're planting potatoes and vegetables, right? You want somebody to, the white picket fence, maybe you're afraid that, like, you know, some of you may have started to just kind of do that on your own because you don't know whether or not somebody's actually going to come in and help you build this. But I feel like whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to, maybe some of you could have started like an IRA, or some of you guys could start doing the Bitcoin or whatever's going on. But there's so much earth energy here. I do feel like your finances are going to start looking better. But it does, yeah, it does feel like your energy is going and going more towards financial abundance and trying to build that instead of trying to build a relationship. Give me some more for a 10 of Pentacles though. Yeah. I feel like in the past, like there's been way too many people involved, right? Like we had the karmic over here and we had the 5 of Wands. So I feel like some of you, there could have been like a third party. And so maybe you guys give up hope. Maybe you guys, even if you're in a connection currently, maybe some of you could be engaged. But I feel like you guys gave up hope in the fact that you're like, I don't think I can even keep going on with my love life because I don't know where it's going to take me. Like you're losing faith in your love life. And I feel like, again, for this month, it's really calling for you to have trust because it's really hard to go through life and, you know, think that you can't really count on anybody. Yeah, okay, we got the 3 of Cups here, right? So again, for this one, it does feel like, she had some boobage going on, so I had to block that one, guys. But again, I put it next to the karmic card. So yeah, there's somebody that's coming up that maybe you guys are still having dreams about. Maybe you guys are still thinking about them with the Lovers. Maybe some of you, they could have chose somebody else, but somebody definitely came in the mix here between you and this energy that I keep pulling over here that you still feel connected with, that you still feel this huge like anchor to, like you can't, like you keep trying to sell off, you keep trying to break the cord, but there's something about it that you just can't quite move on from, right? I always talk about in my lives on TikTok, if you guys follow me on TikTok, that it's kind of like you can like envision, for some of you that have trouble cutting the cord, like envision like, you know, if it's a really strong cord, just mentally, you know, envision yourself cutting it with like a chainsaw or a machete or like a butter knife, depending on how deep the connection actually is. That's kind of, you know, what tool do you use to cut that cord, and you just kind of visualize that, okay? Especially if you guys are wanting to cut that connection from this past, even if it's just a past energy or a past person kind of energy. Yeah, because you're wanting new beginnings. You don't want to keep doing this you don't want to keep doing this over and over. I see that you guys definitely invest in your money whenever you don't think that love is working out for you, right? You invest in it thinking, you know, if I keep doing this, maybe they'll just come along. But I feel like with that, you guys are guarding yourselves too much, that it's going to actually be harder for somebody to come along. So like, I feel like if you guys have gotten offers, like you kind of just feel like they're only pages. And so you don't really give any offers. You don't really, like, you see it as like, that's kind of mediocre. Like I need like the grand Prince Charming. But if you have such a huge wall up, like we have here, if you have like this huge wall up with this, you know, this 8 of Pentacles here, I don't feel like you're going to be able to find the person I feel like your soulmate or whoever you guys are looking for is actually someone that like you're least expecting. Like I feel like it's going to probably, for some of you, it's going to start off as like a friendship, all right? And then it's going to build up for whoever that's for. I feel like it's going to be like if you guys are single, I feel like you guys could be having an earth sign come in, but I do feel like you guys are probably just so guarded that it's really hard for somebody new to come in or really give you an offer because they see you as like the ice queen or the ice king right now. Yeah. I feel like everybody that you keep talking to, like, or any kind of interest, you feel like they're like a holla boy, right? And so it kind of burdens you with the thought that you're like, well, what the heck? Like I think I'm like this great person, but every time someone tries to holler at you, you're kind of just like, you're dumbfounded in the fact that like, that's it, that's all you have. So maybe some of you could be like CEOs or own your own business. I feel like a lot of you are probably financially well off or definitely have like your ducks in a row if that's the case, right? With the 10 of Wands, I feel like maybe dating life for some of you or relationships, you see them as kind of a burden. Like you see it as something that like, you know, why do I invest in this when, you know, I can just turn around. It feels very earthly. You guys have to have earth in your chart. You just kind of turn around and you're like, you know, my money is where it's at. So like, why else? Like if I'm going to invest in something, I want to see something come back. All right, let me see what else we got for this one. Yeah, I feel like your love life is kind of at a stalemate. And I think that that's because you're still like, some of you could still be reminiscing, especially with this recalling card, about somebody from your past, right? You're reminiscing from somebody from your past that you haven't cut the cord from. Yeah, I'm getting the devil energy here. So it's like every time you think you're going to move forward, it's like you start to think about this person. It could be an earth energy. I'm getting Aries too. I'm seeing Aries here. But it does, this person, like you're still chained to them. So like we have two cards of like chained together. See, we have grip and we have like, look at the devil card. He's got chains here, right? So both of these are like you're still chained to somebody here, and you have to let this go because whether this person, I always tell you guys, whether or not this person, you guys, when you level up, exes come back and new people that are but higher vibrational people, right? So you're going to get some negative, yeah, but it's up to you to trust yourself first. You trust yourself to know that you're going to see these red flags when they come out, right? You're going to trust yourself. So that's where the trust comes from, is trusting yourself to have strong enough boundaries so that these people are not going to come in and give you this toxic behavior, right? All right, so give me another one for this one, please. Yeah, exactly. Trusting yourself to have the boundaries. That's like my boundaries card, standing up for yourself. Because I feel like with your dating life, your relationship life, however that resonates for you guys, I feel as though for this pile, it's about setting boundaries and trusting yourself, not to let you go down this road with another karmic, not to let you go down and be tied to somebody. So if you guys are really wanting to move on from somebody, you guys are really wanting to move into a relationship, I feel like they're highlighting you need to cut this cord with this person in order to move on in your love life, okay? Let me see what else we have with the kippers for you guys. Change, yes, change needs to happen. They want you to change. Yeah, if it underneath the deck is a lover. So in order to bring in a lover, courtship, there you go. Whenever you make this change, then you're on the right path, baby, and then you're on your journey, okay? You got to get rid of this false person that was in your life that was just giving you crap, right? All right, so let me see what they would say to you. I know you're curious. I can feel your energy. I know you're curious about this person that keeps coming up. What would they say to you? I will wait for a sign from you. Were they like a friends of benefits? Again, this feels like a karmic energy. Is this you saying? I feel like that's you saying that to them. Let me see. What would they say to you? I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, I think that's why you're still energetically tied to this person, because you haven't been able to move on, right? You haven't been able to move on. And maybe it's like I just breathed in and I felt like I got stabbed in the back. So maybe you guys felt like you were stabbed in the back by this person. All right, so guys, ask a question. I'm doing the angels' answers. And let's see what answer. So take a moment. I'm going to shuffle for like 3 seconds. So take a moment. Think of your answer. And I'm going to pull an angel answer, okay? It's a yes, no question. So ask a yes, no question. Yes, no for pile number 1. 1, 2, 3. All right, peaceful resolution. Yeah. Again, your angels have your back. They really want you to, there's something better. Well, I couldn't have said it more. I couldn't have said it better. Big happy changes are underneath. We got 2 cards of change. We got 2 cards of change, guys. They're really wanting you to move on from this. Again, if this person is meant to be, I always tell you guys, this person's meant to be in your life, they're going to step up to the plate, right? If not, there's going to be somebody. If you guys are manifesting a true love, you guys are making your list. You know, we talk about our list. Always make sure you put on your list how that person makes you feel. Not just physical appearances, because you know we all get older, but how that person makes you feel every single day is what the most important thing is, right? But right now, they're really encouraging you to cut that cord for this month, all right? So pile number 1, I hope this resonated for you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if it did. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful month. All right, pile 2, let's see what's going on. All right, release your ex. Whew. All right. Hot and heavy already at pile 2. All right, let's see what's going on. So I feel like with this one, you feel like energetically, I'm going to pick this up. You feel energetically like just straight up donezo, right? You feel like you've probably given to a relationship. I did get this a lot, the same energy with pile 1. So if you guys resonate with that one, definitely check that out as well. But I feel like you guys are kind of giving up. It's in the fact that like you feel like your angels just kind of haven't had your back in this case. See how the angel wings, let me pick it back up as I'm talking about it. See how our angel wings are like have her, or they're on her back, right? And it's like, I feel like they're behind you. And just know that your guides actually do have your back because these wings are behind. And I've noticed him in this card. It says the time has come for you to clear your energy. So I feel like your guides, I know I did a reading about this like for the water signs. You guys could be a water sign, but I feel like with this coming out, it's like you just exhausted yourselves completely. That maybe you guys have given up on love, but let me see what else we have. Okay, hold on. They wanted me to shuffle some more. Let's see what's going on. Wedding. Okay. So you guys could have been married in the past. You didn't have to be, but I'm getting free yourself underneath. So whoever this is that connected with this pile, I feel like for this reading, for sure, for this pile, you guys have been feeling like you're fenced in, feeling like you're chained in. Like I said, I got this energy for pile 1 too. So it feels like, see how this unicorn, like unicorns are rare. Unicorns, they're these magical creatures and they're not supposed to be caged in. They're supposed to be admired from a distance, but it's like this, you guys are like, I feel like there's just something so special about you, and this person caged you in, and like, it's almost like you gave yourself too much to this energy, to this relationship, whatever this is that relates for your story, is that you felt caged in. It's almost like you gave things up in your life. Maybe you gave up friends, maybe you gave up your career, but there's something about your sense of self that you kind of gave up for this, right? Whether you were married or in a relationship, I do feel like that's probably the case, especially with wedding coming out here. Some of you could have gotten married to this person. Others, you could have just talked about marriage with this person, but I do feel like it was a long commitment, especially with this coming out. You guys could have some of you could have spent like a decade together, I'm hearing, but it doesn't have to be that you were married to this person, but you do feel like there was long-term longevity here with this connection. And it's simply like, it's time for you to let go. It's time for you. Let me see what you're trying to let go of. But yeah, this was a long time, relationship that there's something about it that has caused you to kind of lose yourself in this connection. Yeah, I'm having the sun underneath. So whatever this connection that you weren't able to kind of like, give back to yourself, I feel like you're needing for February. It's kind of like, have you guys gone to like yoga classes? I was seeing the 5 of Wands, so some of you guys could have played softball or baseball or something like that when you were younger, and it's like, I feel like maybe there's like hobbies or there's things that you used to do before you met this person or you've gotten this connection that you just haven't been able to pick back up since. Let me see what else we got. Maybe some of you could be children. Yeah, I feel like with this being the 10 of Swords coming out, I feel like that's over. Like, I feel like you're done giving to a connection that has kind of just taken and taken and taken from you. Let me see what else we got. Oh my gosh. The 4 of Wands is trying to slide out here. So the 4 of Wands is trying to slide out, and the 3 of Swords. So, okay, and I can't ignore this one too, right? All right, so I do feel like with this coming out, again, it came out right under wedding. So you guys could be dealing with a twin flame connection. You could be dealing, again, with somebody that, there was, you thought it was your forever. You thought it was going to be till the end, and they literally took your heart, right? They could have been a third-party situation, especially with the 3 of Swords. And the Capricorn energy coming out also has 3 in it as well. So maybe that's what happened, is that this person kind of took your self-worth, took your dignity, took your pride, and it kind of just, you haven't really regained that back, that energy back. All right, so let me see what else we have for pile 2. Okay. Maybe this has affected you financially as well. So I feel like finances is also going to be highlighted for this month for you. And the fact that, maybe you need to be tight on your money. Maybe you guys have been spending money. Like maybe you guys are spending money on Amazon. We talk about Prime a lot in my lives, right? So maybe you guys are spending a lot of money on things that are just kind of not necessary. So maybe they're saying, if you guys are trying to save up, I see you guys being able to save a lot during this month. But it does feel like some of you are, maybe spending too much in ways where you're trying not to, especially if you're trying to save, is being highlighted. Yeah, with the 2 of Wands coming out, you guys could have like an option of, I'm hearing jobs. For some of you, you guys could have like 2 paths, like whether this is a career or there's something you still feel tied to. There's some kind of situation for this month that you're feeling tied to, okay? The Empress is underneath. So they're really wanting you to reevaluate whatever situation. Like, again, you're feeling tied to this relationship, then it's, you need to release this ex if you have not released them, right? I talked about cutting the cord with pile number 1 as well, and I was talking about how I personally envision cutting through a cord with somebody that is, a deeply connected soulmate, like a karmic that you just cannot get rid of, or you just can't get them off your mind, or it's really hard to move on from. I do feel like I kind of use a machete or a chainsaw or something, envisioned it in my mind, cutting that cord, cutting that, that rope that was tying me to it. And eventually, of course, sometimes, there's deeper connection than others. So sometimes it's going to take more than one time to visualize it. But sometimes that cord just needs to be separated, especially if it's taking your own energy out, right? Maybe I laid that next to the 4 of Pentacles. So maybe this is a job that's also kind of taking your energy out on this within this month, and maybe they're wanting you to, if you guys, I feel like there's look at this picture. He's looking at this I'm saying squirrel, I'm wanting to say squirrel, this bluebird, right? This bluebird is also he's oh, bright shiny things. So I feel like I was saying earlier, I feel like maybe some of you guys could have a job offer coming in, or you guys are trying to apply for another job. You're wanting some kind of movement. Especially, I feel like there's something your self-confidence is being picked up a little bit more with that. Yeah, with the 10 of Cups. I feel like you guys are throwing yourselves into a career, or you're throwing yourselves into something and things that are now fulfilling you, and you're kind of just I don't want anything that's going to make me feel like this anymore. You guys, maybe there's some emotional, a friendship or something that you guys were really kind of hanging on to. And I feel like when we started with free your ex, release your ex and free yourself. I feel like in this month of February, you're making massive movements of cutting things out in your life with this 10 of Swords, especially things that have made you be stuck in your head all the time. This is mental thoughts for me, right, with the swords. Things that have made you be stuck in your head too much, you're letting go of that, and you're starting to we got the 3 of Wands, you're manifesting things that are feeling good to you, to your heart, to your soul. And what you're bringing in balance with the Sagittarius energy too. You're bringing in balance to what it is that you've been indecisive about making the moves with this 2 of Wands here. How you haven't been able to untie yourself from it, right? All right, so give me one more card from this deck, please. Okay, we have another card of third party. So if you guys dealt with a third party, I feel like you guys are definitely making a choice. You're choosing to love yourself over choosing somebody else that is not treating you right, okay? So they're really wanting you, and I feel like you're making movements through this month that's being true to yourself, right? I can't say that enough. That's really the highlight for your reading, is staying true to yourself and finding your own happy. What else do we need to see? Yeah, children. You guys, some of you guys could have children that are affecting it. Maybe if you're going through a divorce, you could have children, or maybe this person that you guys were dating had children, so maybe that tied some of you guys together. Maybe not all of you, but some of you. Intervention. Rescue others involved. Yeah. So I do feel like, again, maybe you guys are picking up a new hobby for some of you. Maybe you're making new friends. Maybe you guys are learning to kind of come out of seclusion because of what you were hurt. I feel like some of you, if you guys were involved in third parties, you didn't really want anybody to know. You kind of buried that deep down inside, and you really didn't want to talk about it with anyone. And I feel like now you guys are freeing whatever mindset you guys have been in, whatever kind of entrapment you were in, whether a relationship or it's simply just a mindset. For February, you guys are really making big movements forward. Nightlife, you guys might be getting out, and some of y'all could be going to Vegas, be planning a trip there. But I feel like with this, you're hanging out, you're making new friends. Like I said earlier, you're making new friends in this connection, right? Let me see. I've got this new deck I want to use for you. So let's see what else we have for pile number 2. All right, so character, yeah. I feel like with this coming out, I feel like you, like what I was talking about earlier, you haven't really been in your element. You haven't really been yourself. Like you were caged in, right? And so with this coming out too, is kind of reconfirming that you guys, like, see how her outfit is not necessarily what everybody would wear, right? So I feel like this is you. They're really highlighting that you need to start embracing yourself, and that this month you're going to start embracing who you are and what you want to do, right? Some of you guys could be getting your hair done this month. This flower here always reminds me of Hawaii. So some of you guys could be thinking about Hawaii, or Hawaii has some kind of significance for you. But you guys could have hair like this, or maybe you're learning how to fix up your hair, some kind of movement there. And have colored hair as well. Some of you guys could be coloring your hair, but again, you guys are wanting to make big decisions and big changes for the month of February. Let's see what else we're doing. And I feel like you guys are fully embracing like who you are, because you haven't been doing that for a while. Okay, so the other one's bald. So some of you guys could be bald, or like dealing with somebody that doesn't have any hair as well for this month. Let's see what else. Or you guys could be blonde. There's so much significance around hair. I think I pulled every card in the deck about hair, right? So there's some kind of significance. Maybe you guys are changing your hair, or really wanting to change things up for this month. Just kind of, again, I think that's kind of a way of expressing yourselves, whoever I'm resonating with on this one. Let's see what we can get with the Kippers. Marriage. Look at that. We got another marriage card. Yeah, things main female. I think, again, this is highlighting the fact, we've got family room coming out, that you guys, some of you had third party, especially with the number 3 here and the main female. I think that you guys kind of just thought that, you know, this was going to be my person, and they really just let you down, right? They let you down. And right now, moving in February, I think you guys are cutting that cord and really making giant leaps of finding your own self-worth, and, you know, being true to who you are. Maybe changing your hair color. Maybe y'all can do paint. Maybe I'll do paint. All right, so let me see what I can get from this deck for you guys. Pile 2. Arguments. Yeah, maybe you were arguing with this person a lot. Be on guard with who you deal with in terms of any money and related matters. Make sure everything is in order to avoid monetary problems. There could be some financial dispute. So I think with maybe this person, maybe if you guys were married, there is, you guys are arguing, and I feel like you guys are going to really overcome that within this month, because we got the 10 of Cups here. So I feel like, again, we're starting, and I feel like this is like a timeline, right? From the past to the present. Let's see what else we have. And rescuer. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so someone may enter your life and help you resolve any difficulties you're experiencing. Consider careers as a firefighter, paramedic, or rescue. So maybe some of you could have like a firefighter in your family, a firefighter, but there's some kind of like humanitarian type energy that I'm getting with this. Ask for help is not a sign of weakness. Quite the opposite. It shows your strength. So if you guys have been really scared to ask for help, to ask for, you know, some kind of direction, don't, like, maybe your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, especially with this rescuer card, that, you know, it's time to move on. It's time to listen to your intuition. It's time to let other people into your life and to help be your support system, right? I have options underneath the deck here that I'm seeing, and it says many opportunities are becoming available to you, or flooded by too many ideas. Do not get stuck in doubt when an offer presents itself. Seize the moment, create multiple streams of income. I feel like this goes back to what I was talking about with the 4 of Pentacles up here, that that you guys I feel like some of you are changing your career paths too. And again, it's something that you're going to feel like you resonate with. If you guys have been in a really crappy job, it's something that you feel like you're going to resonate. All right, so I'm going to ask the angel answers a question. So I'm going to shuffle for 3 seconds, ask a yes, no question, and I'm going to figure out what the answer is for you, okay? So I'm going to shuffle for 3 seconds, ask a yes, no question, pile 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There's something better. All right. So that also came out for pile 1 too. So maybe you guys are, again, this is about movement forward and cutting the cords with other people and reconsider. Yeah. So if you guys have been going back and forth on something, I think they're wanting you to make improving your health is being highlighted as well for this month. So maybe some of you could start exercising, or we did talk about hair. So I think that there's going to be a lot of outer changes you guys are wanting to do for the month of February. And you're going to kind of you know, be true to yourself. So I think that's really a huge highlight for the month of February. All right, pile 2, this is your reading, and I hope it resonated for you guys, and I'm wishing you guys a happy, healthy, wonderful February. Bye. All right, pile 3, you're up for February. All right, express your love. So I feel like with this card for you, pile number 3, I feel like you chose this one. For the people that chose this pile, you guys have not been able to like fully give in to like a connection. I feel like with this, you guys have actually been, have a hard time trusting. I'm seeing trust, and I feel like, see how she's like leaning in and actually like, you know, letting down her walls and like expressing them to this person, this guy. So I feel like whoever you guys are connecting with, some of you could actually have like true love or new love coming in this month. So if you guys have been kind of manifesting new love to come into your life, I feel like if this is not a new person, I feel like this is somebody that you guys could actually like fall into, like let down your walls with, okay? So let me see what else we have for this connection. For pile number 3 for February, please. Okay, deception came out in reverse, okay? So I do feel like with this card, see, if it was up, I feel like you'd be currently connecting with somebody that's trying to mask their feelings, that's trying not to tell you something. So I feel like maybe if you guys have been connecting with somebody that wasn't honest with you, maybe it's getting exposed, maybe they're getting their karma this month. But I feel like with this being in reversal, this person that you've been connecting with or is currently tied to, I feel like maybe you guys are actually cutting the cord with that person. Maybe they're no longer going to be in your life, right? This is somebody, maybe a family member. This could be an ex-lover, but this is somebody that said someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It's somebody that maybe didn't express their feelings. This is somebody that really was kind of holding you back from actually moving forward in your life. Maybe it was somebody that just like was kind of like a time waster for some of you guys. All right, so what else do we have? Worth waiting for. Yeah, I feel like with that person, you didn't you thought that maybe this was going to be your person, right, with this deceptive person, but I feel like this could also refer to like a career for some of you, because it's talking about divine timing, right? So again, I was talking about you manifesting. Maybe you're manifesting a love. So maybe you guys, if you guys have been waiting forever for love, I do feel like for the month of February, you guys are definitely drawing in somebody, and your spirit guides, your angels are actually working with you to bring in a love, a solid love that's not going to be deceptive, that's going to actually be true to this relationship, right? And so some of you could have been single for quite some time with that card coming out, worth waiting for. All right, so, but I do feel like for February, some of you could definitely have new love coming in. If not, maybe you guys, somebody from your past, it just wasn't, okay, so I'm seeing the 3 of Cups underneath the deck as I shuffle. Like somebody from your past might be making an appearance, but I don't feel like this is somebody that did you wrong. For this person that worth waiting for, I feel like maybe there were lessons between the two of you, so a totally different person. I feel like maybe this is a person that kind of did you dirty, but this person coming back in, it could be a possible friendship that you're reconnecting with for February. But if not, it does feel like if you guys, there's something about a deeper connection, like you've already known this person that you're kind of reconnecting with. So if you guys had like a past love that like it just didn't work out, or maybe you guys have kind of just been waiting for them to come back in, or it's just something that I feel like it was left on good terms with this person. Let me see, can I get some more clarification for that 3 of Cups, please? All right, so they haven't been reaching out. So yeah, I do feel like this is somebody that you've kind of been wanting and waiting to hear from, worth waiting for, right? And maybe you guys have been kind of silent. Maybe you guys haven't been connecting. Maybe you guys haven't been talking. But I feel like this person's going to be coming back in for February. Yeah, this could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sag. But I feel like this is now somebody that's looking at this connection. Like I said, some of you, it could be I'm hearing father for some of you too. So maybe if you guys haven't been connecting with your father, maybe that, maybe you guys have been, now you guys are like on the same page. But I feel like this person kind of is going through a tower moment. So you're going to know this person, whether it's a friend or a lover, because they're going to tell you that they've been going through some kind of chaos in their life, like maybe a divorce, or maybe something has come to an end for this person that's going to be coming in, whether it be a relationship or just like they lost their job. There's somebody that's going to be reaching out for you, to you. So maybe you're going to be like their rock for this. It's not, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, but I think that you guys are just kind of, you're going to be helping this person. I think you're both helping each other. And when you guys come together, you guys are going to be celebrating, the good things, kind of reminiscing. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody that, like, again, they've gone through something that they stopped putting time and effort into, especially with this tower coming out next to it. It's somebody that kind of, sorry about that, I'm trying to get it all on the screen. It's somebody that they definitely ended something, and they're kind of looking at it, and they're kind of, you're going to know this person because they're going to tell you, again, something ended and they're moving on. This is a person that's kind of like, I'm not looking at the past anymore. I'm only looking at moving forward in life. But they're going to have this, like, sexy appeal about them, and the fact that, oh, they're going to be coming in fast. All right, so for some of you, I'm starting to pick up on love. All right, so I do feel like if you guys have been trying to manifest your twin flame coming back, if you guys are on the twin flame journey, I do feel like you guys could be bringing that person back in. For instance, like if you guys are in a twin flame connection, or a deep soulmate connection, like, and it ended in the past, and there was just lessons to be learned, right? Or lessons to be learned, and maybe in the meantime, you guys have been dating people in between that were kind of deceptive and kind of just like push you to be your own self-love. So a lot of times on the twin flame journey, this is about your self-worth, right? The twins actually trigger people to heal each other, the childhood wounds, so that they can come together, right? But it's not always about being in a relationship with that person. But for this one, I feel like it could be a twin flame journey, or definitely a deep soulmate connection where the universe pulled you guys apart. Could just be a friend. The universe pulled you guys apart for a reason. And you guys they're going to tell you, I've just ended something that I put a lot of time and effort into. And now when they come together, there's going to be like this energy about them that they're just only looking towards the future and not the past. Okay, yeah, maybe there was something, it's funny that I put the Five of Wands right under the Deceptive, right? So it's like they've been putting down this burden of like somebody they were connecting with. There was too many people involved. They had them in their head too much, and it was just overly exhausting them. So for some reason, this pile is really highlighting what this person went through. So maybe you guys have been thinking about this person for quite some time, kind of wondering where this person's at and why they haven't come forward. Yeah. So I think that some of you could have been manifesting an offer from this person. And if you have been, if you've been manifesting some kind of communication or some kind of commitment with this person, with the Hierophant coming out, it does feel like if you've been manifesting that, it's going to be coming in. Oh my gosh, I got the Six of Cups underneath. Yeah. Yeah, it does feel, again, that this is going to be a soulmate connection coming in for you, for pile number 3. If you guys have been manifesting your twin or the soulmate to come back in, I do feel like the universe is like, all right, it's time. You've been waiting. You've been doing the healing work. This other person has now done the healing work now. So you guys, if this is a twin flame connection, they're going to be bringing this person back in because both of you have done the work. And a lot of times they won't bring soulmates together or twin flames together until that work has been complete, right? So I feel like now is like time. Now is the time. The Tower is like a current time. It's like happening right now, okay? So this person's probably still dealing with this. So go slow and steady, especially with this Knight of Cups coming out. So if this person reaches out to you, don't like full on straight up express. Kind of follow their lead is kind of what I'm hearing. Whether, like, again, I can't say this. For some of you, this is a friendship. Some of you, I said father in the beginning. Maybe this person had multiple people in the past, and that's why it didn't work out. Maybe this person was not in their king energy beforehand. Let me see what else we have for this. Yeah, alien. Okay, so telepathic dreams. You guys, if this is a twin flame, this usually comes out for my twin flame people, and the fact that you have like a 5D connection. This is such a deep connection with this person. The lockbox. Yeah, you haven't, this is somebody that you've been connected to for quite some time that you haven't been able to, I always think of soulmates with this, right? you guys still had this connection, whether you guys were together or apart. You guys still had this 5D connection with this person. Oh, this is looking very twin flamey, y'all. Yeah, today. Okay. So guys, so for this month, this person's whenever you're seeing this reading, I feel like this person is going to be reaching out. If you guys have been manifesting this for February, this person will be reaching out in the month of February, or whenever you guys are watching this. Kind of expect it, all right? So you guys let it come in, let it roll with the flow. That's kind of what I'm hearing. They've had a lot of people in the past kind of like putting them in their head. I'm feeling very earth energy. Let me see what else I can get for the 5 of Wands here. Okay, grip. Yeah, there's a lot of things that were kind of holding them down. So I do feel like with this, they're going to be, oh my gosh, meeting. You guys, this person, if you could have been manifesting this person to come back in, they're going to be coming back in. The universe is helping them become aware that there's still I got divine masculine next. Yes. Okay. All right. So we're getting the storyline. Okay. So karmic. And then I also have, the hamster wheel coming out. You guys have history. Okay. So, all right. So what the story is with this person, if this is resonating for you, this person left you when they had other people. They were not currently matured up. They were kind of in their boy energy. Yes, you guys had a 5D connection. A lot of times when there's a deep soulmate connection, whether this is twin flame, you believe in that or not, sometimes the intensity of the connection actually causes the other person to kind of run away. So I feel like, yes, if you're asking if that connection was actually legit, yes, it was, okay? So I do feel like the universe pulled you away from this person because you guys had such a deep connection that was triggering for both of you that you both needed to do healing work, all right? So I do feel like this person, however long you guys have been separated, I'm seeing maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 months, 3 years, 2 years, I'm seeing 2 and 3 here, right? 2 on this card too. So maybe this person is going to be coming in as asking to say, hey, I want to meet up. I have 3 cards of like coming in, 4 cards of coming in and like meeting up with you, right? Maybe this person got married for some of you. Maybe this person really had a lot of, maybe if you had been like codependent on finances or something, I think that both of you needed to grow and mature in your own careers. So maybe once you have your career established, maybe that's when this person's coming in. And it does look like we're having a lot of pentacles over here. It does feel like this person is going to be coming in. Yes, they're divine masculine. This person could be fit. Or that'd be really important to them. With this realization, maybe you guys had drank wine together, or maybe you guys did something like that together. Let me see, where's my other deck I'm looking for? I had a new deck. Oh, here we go. Here it is. I want you guys to see. Okay, so let me see if I can get any kind of like features for this person that you guys are connecting with. Let me see if I can get any features for them. Let's see. Tattoos. Okay, so one of you or both of you could have tattoos, maybe similar tattoos, but there's something about tattoos here. Maybe one of you likes tattoos, or maybe like the artwork of tattoos coming out. Let me see what else we get. Ginger. Okay, so one of you could have like, I'm hearing a redheaded child, could have red hair, or maybe I'm seeing also the nose ring here. I don't know, but see, the gingers are rare too. So I feel like, again, with this coming out, with redheads coming out, maybe you could have a redhead in your family. Maybe that has some kind of significance for you. But I feel like with that also coming out, you know, it's rare to have red hair. You don't see it quite as often. So I feel like that's also associating with this connection, how deep the connection was, is that, you know, it was such a, like you hadn't been able to find this connection with anybody else. Maybe you tried to find it with other people, but it just didn't. Maybe one of you has round eyes. Look how pretty look at those big old lips, right? Maybe the feminines I'm connecting with, maybe you have round eyes. Maybe you guys are getting better at your makeup for some reason. I'm kind of seeing that, but I feel like this person, there's something about your eyes. Whoever I'm connecting with, I feel like there's something about your eyes that are really mesmerizing. Maybe, you know, they say eyes are they're mirror to the soul, right? So I do feel like one of you, what is that? Hazel eyes, looks like green eyes. One of you could have hazel eyes, but there's something about the eyes here in this connection. Maybe both of you have really deep eyes, or maybe there's something like when you guys would look at each other, you guys could just like read each other without actually having to use words. Okay. One of you could have curves, all right? So could have curves here. One of you could have, there's something about, I feel like style. You guys are unique. There's always so much coming out about being unique. So again, maybe you guys have stepped into being who you're meant to be. Maybe you guys have stepped into, you know, kind of where you want to be in life. Like I said, maybe your career, like you hadn't really stepped into that. Maybe you guys are stepping into the limelight for your career. And now this person's coming back around because you've actually embraced who you are as a person instead of holding back. All right, so someone could have been dealing with bad health. Maybe somebody had lost somebody, or maybe somebody, mature woman, yeah. I feel like this person was, you're definitely in their thoughts, okay? You're definitely in their thoughts. And I feel like with this coming out next to the mature woman, I feel like maybe they saw you when you were connected. For the masculines probably saw you as maybe this person's so mature that I'm just not quite ready to step up and treat this relationship like you were, like what the feminines were ready for, okay? So back here we had that you guys were, that you guys, it was a unique connection, right? And the King of Wands kind of gave me that impression that the feminine was kind of a couple steps ahead where the masculine wasn't really ready for that connection quite yet. All right, so guys, like the other piles, I asked them to ask a question. I'm going to pull an angel's answer card and see what the oracle says, all right? So I'm going to give you 3 seconds to think of a yes/no question, and we'll see what card comes out, all right? 1, 2, and 3. Get more information, okay? So I'll pull another card, shall we? Get more information. So I do feel as though with this card, I'm looking at it like your spirit guides and your angels, I'm feeling like maybe they could be communicating through you through music. They could be communicating through you through dreams or signs and synchronicities, like numbers or something. They're trying to get through to you as in like maybe you're not listening, right? Maybe you're not listening, and maybe they're trying to get through to you. And so, yeah, they're trying to get through to you and maybe kind of open up to, maybe if you're seeing like numbers or something, write them down on what you're seeing at the time you see them, all right? And then so that you're kind of understand, because they try to talk sometimes, through some people they talk through animals, other people's they talk through numbers. So maybe take note of what numbers or animals you see repetitively. So maybe that's your spirit guides trying to talk to you, all right? Maybe lyrics to songs are trying to talk to you that way. The situation will improve, okay? So yeah, maybe some of you could be dealing with water. We have dolphins here. Some of you could be going on vacation here. Maybe that's to help you, you know, kind of clear out your mind. And ask your angels. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. All right, so those are the and successes underneath. Okay, so I do feel like by reaching out to your angels, I feel like in this connection, so if you guys are like, I don't feel like they want to give you a yes or no with this pile. I feel like we already know that they're going to be coming in. But see how there's like a tunnel, like he's walking down the tunnel. So I feel like you've had a long path to get to where you actually are, right? And success is, I think that the success card is about you embracing who you are and how you've gone through this path. You've gone through this journey for so long that you've been able to, find who you are. And I think that's maybe why the soulmate is coming back in. So let me get a couple of career cards to see if we can get some more guidance for you, pile 3. Okay. Work smart. Are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are that simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally to start with a clean palette. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending and putting money aside. So some of you, I was talking about this with pile 2. Maybe you guys are investing in like Bitcoin or trying like Roth IRAs. But again, we're in the age of Aquarius. So work smarter and not harder is definitely going to be highlighted for you also for the month of February. Maybe you guys are starting a savings account. Maybe some of you are just putting in, you know, budgeting more. So some of you could have glasses too with this coming out. But again, we're in the age of Aquarius, so working smarter and not harder is definitely going to be on your side, all right? and explore. Keep trying. There are no mistakes, just opportunities to learn and grow. You may be called to explore careers that match your fearlessness and curiosity. You may need to go wandering and trust the unknown. That's where magic lies. All right. So I do feel like, again, see how the light is like coming from the head, like the head of this person. See if I can get that focus. There we go. A little bit better. I feel like you're getting downloads for this month. I also think you're getting downloads on what you need to do to make your career, you're persisting. Some of you guys could be writers, I'm getting. Some of you guys could just be, you know, starting some internet business or some side business or something. And I don't really feel like this person's going to be the highlight of your month. I feel like this is going to be equal, as in like your finances are still going to be a huge factor this month. But I do feel like if you've been manifesting someone, yes, I do feel like they're coming in. I do feel like they're going to be wanting a commitment with you because they have regrets from the past. They've realized, it's been highlighted that you are their person. But I feel like that the angels are actually wanting you to stay concentrating on your finances as well, because you're on this path not just for love, but to teach people, build people. And there's something about your work that you're kind of going to be, you're going to have success in it this month. I think if you've been not having success in work, I think that this is going to push you forward to get that financial dependence, you know, get that money that you've been hustling for, right? The daily hustle, right? So if you've been working really hard and haven't been seeing the financial rewards for it, I do feel like this month it's going to be coming in. All right, pal, number 3, this is your reading. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if it resonated. Always let me know below. I love hearing y'all's stories, and I hope that this was your message. All right, so I hope that you guys have a wonderful February, and I will see you next time. Bye. Pile number 4, here we go. Let's see what's going on for the month of February for you. Okay, getting hot and steamy already. Past life connection. All right, so I do feel like for some of you, it could be like manifesting your soulmate or somebody to be coming back in. So I do feel like you probably have history with this person, that this is probably somebody that you connected with beforehand. I know I got the same energy for pile 3. So if this one resonates for you guys, as that sounds like your story, definitely check out pile 3 as well. So I do feel like with this coming out, I do feel like you guys have been manifesting this person to come back in. Whether you guys were in a relationship beforehand, or it was just kind of like an intimacy, like a sexual connection. I do feel like whenever you guys were together, it was like some hot, steamy, like passion. Like, look at it. It looks like a Harlequin novel, doesn't it? You have known each other before. So maybe when you met this person, or when you connect with this person, when you come together, your vibration is so hot and heavy. Like, you guys might make like the lights flicker or something. You guys might make things like one of you could have brown hair, one have blonde hair, but I do feel like this was like an instant connection, especially past lives. When people have past lives, they actually like, it's like an instant connection, right? It's like you feel like home to one another. You feel like you can just melt into one another, right? It does. So I do feel like this person, you can put your guard down with them. And I feel like you haven't been able to find this connection. Like I said, I had this with pile number 3 as well. I feel like you haven't been able to find that. So you've been manifesting. Maybe you guys manifest with your arms up in the air like that, or maybe you guys you've been calling in your soulmate. Whatever you do to manifest your soulmate coming in, it does look like you've been doing that. So your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring you together. So if you guys I feel like your angels and your spirit guides are definitely going to be trying to bring this connection back together this month for you for February. Heart-to-heart conversations. All right, so this did come out in reverse as I did this, right? So I do feel like maybe you haven't been able to, like in the past, you guys weren't like telling each other, like, see how this guy is like on guard, like, and she's like coming towards him. So I feel like with this, like the angel was trying to like get you like, hey, like trying to get you guys together. The feminine, I think, was completely embracing this connection, when the masculine right here was just kind of like, held off and like guarded and just kind of wasn't there. So I do feel like you guys are like, you know what? I know this is there. I know this person feels this way. I know it down deep down in my heart and my soul. And I feel like with this connection, you guys have been manifesting another chance, another opportunity. Lovers, the 2 of Cups just wanted to pop out. Yeah, okay. So the Two of Cups wanted to pop out. So you guys have been manifesting this connection. You guys could be same-sex connection, but it doesn't have to be. These other ones popped out with it. So we had the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. So with this coming out, I do feel like, again, I was talking about like you're manifesting a communication. It's funny how I put it going towards the heart-to-heart conversations, because you know how you feel, right? Maybe if you were second guessing yourself on how they felt, I do feel like, like in your soul, this is my person. This is the person that makes me feel at home, and nobody else can make me feel that way, because you have a deep soulmate connection. You guys are meant to see each other in this lifetime, and you did in the last lifetime, right? With the Queen of Cups coming out, I do feel like you guys are probably intuitive. You guys could be a possible water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You don't have to be, but I feel like you guys, like when I was talking about how the feminine energy in this card was like leaning towards and embracing her feelings, I feel like this feels very like watery energy, because the water signs are more likely to embrace the feelings, not necessarily, but it's like water is like usually symbolizes like emotions, right? So I do feel like that's the case. And the masculine was the one that kind of snuck away. The masculine energy is the one that snuck away in this connection. And so feminines, I think that you kind of were guessing or just kind of wondering if that connection, if you made it up, no, you had a past life connection. I think that the intensity, like I said, this is so pile 3 all over again, just different cards. I feel like the intensity of this connection really kind of scared this person off. And so that's why they dipped out, because they hadn't met anybody else. Like maybe you guys were the first ones they had met with like a past life connection, and it just felt easy. It felt right. But at the same time, you were so intuitively into it. You were so like giving to this connection. I don't think that person was really kind of open to it at the time that you guys met. Look at that, the Six of Cups. It's another soulmate card too, huh? Maybe some of you have had children or do have children, something like that, with the Six of Cups coming out. And maybe, let's see, I want to get another one for the Six of Cups. Maybe you guys met when you were children. For some of you, maybe you guys grew up together. But it does feel like when you guys come together, I was talking about home, right? So I do feel like this is kind of like when you guys come together, it feels like a childlike presence, and you saw yourself getting old with this person. But let me see what else we have for the Six of Cups. Yeah. You guys, if you guys are manifesting somebody to come back in for February, I do feel like February is definitely the time. Definitely could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like they've kind of reached their stability. I feel like maybe this person left because they didn't have their career established. They didn't feel kind of like they were ready to give to a relationship. Maybe they felt like they were not financially in a place where they could be. And so they kind of shut people out, not because they wanted to, or not because they wanted to shut you out, but because they just weren't ready. Yeah, I feel like you guys were like the Empress, and I feel like I still see you as the Empress, especially. This is my woman that has, oh, look, they saw you as wish fulfillment, y'all, straight up. But they did break your heart. I don't think that they wanted, okay, this is straight up the same as like pile number 3. Definitely check that pile number 3 out if you guys, if this is resonating for you, all right? So they saw you as the Empress, and again, I was talking about in pile 3 and this one, they saw you as somebody that was higher, like more established than them, or they wanted to give to you. But I feel like maybe they told you that, like maybe they told you that you deserve better than me. And like I said, I feel like this person, there was something about their confidence level, especially with how they're sneaking off with the Seven of Swords. Something about their confidence level really wasn't where it needed to be, like their finances or something like that. And they know that if they came towards you like a solid offer, they would have to actually give you more. They'd have to treat you like an Empress. And I just don't think that person wasn't man status, or the masculine wasn't in the energy where they wanted to be in order to be with you, right? You came off as somebody that was in tune with their feelings, someone that kind of had their finances together. They had everything going for them in life, and they kind of just, maybe they saw, they were putting you on a pedestal, and they saw you as wish fulfillment. They saw you as somebody that can communicate with them, that somebody can give to a connection full-heartedly, and not have walls down. Because see how that girl's like leaning in towards him. They knew that this was a connection they could give into, but they didn't feel like, I feel like maybe if you guys were intimate with each other, that's when they let their walls down. But otherwise, I feel like they had a hard time really expressing themselves, right? So with the 10 of Cups coming out, I do feel like if you guys have been in separation, it doesn't feel like they've really like energetically, emotionally moved on. Like if you were wondering if they had forgotten about you, no, they definitely have not forgotten about you. You guys have a past life connection. You guys are soulmates, right? Especially with this 10 of Cups coming out. You guys, when y'all are together, both of you feel the same way. You guys both feel at home with one another. You guys both feel like this is the person, like I can let my guards down, but at the same time, this person had a guard up because they weren't ready. The universe pulled them away because they weren't ready for the connection that you deserve, right? That you deserved at the time. And so I think February, they're definitely going to be coming back in, maybe to apologize, maybe try to get together with you, especially with this Earth energy coming out. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like they broke your heart in the past. Let me I want to get some more for this 3 of Swords. Can you give me some more for the 3 of Swords, please? Okay. So I feel like you both have moved on kind of from a lot of heartbreak. And I feel like this heartbreak has taught you, how to build up your life, how to like not be codependent. I know you guys, I can't say this enough. This is the same reading as pile 3 for the most part. So definitely go check that one out too. And I think you guys have moved on from, if you enter a relationship and you guys are kind of like, what's wrong with me if I'm not, if they're not in a relationship with me. I feel like you guys have really changed that mindset, and the fact that, sometimes things don't happen for a reason. And sometimes I think you guys have learned to like let go of connections that are just kind of holding you back. Like if you guys, for example, if you invest like 6 months into a relationship and it simply isn't compatible, I don't think you guys are now at a place where it's like, you're going to be like, okay, I'm okay with it ending because it wasn't going to work long term, when maybe beforehand you were kind of like beating yourself up and thinking there's something wrong with you. I think for this pile, you guys have learned that it takes two in a relationship for it to not work out, right? All right, so let me see what we have for this pile. Okay. Vacation, hideaway, adventure. All right, so I feel like maybe for this pile, maybe vacations. I had two, it felt like on the Aquarius card too, right? So Aquarius, these people like to, you guys maybe have a thirst for knowledge. Maybe you guys like to go and travel. Maybe y'all are somebody that doesn't like to be like, stuck in a box. Like you have a thirst for knowledge, right? To kind of move and travel with somebody, right? I feel like this pile is somebody that is always wanting to constantly learn, especially with that coming out into the Aquarius card. Let me see what else we have for this pile. Drastic, extreme, cutoff. Okay, so I do feel like for some of you, let's see if I can put that where you can see it. There we go. I feel like for some of you, I feel like maybe you've cut out a lot of people that have kind of held you back. Like maybe if you had friendships or you had relationships, I feel like there's a reason why they got cut off, because I feel like these cutoffs of relationships or friendships or however that resonates with you is really push you towards where you're supposed to be in life, has taught you to be self-reliable, know your self-worth, and to just kind of like know, like I said earlier, like if you get out of a connection and it doesn't work out, sometimes it doesn't always end because you want it to end, but because you're simply just not supposed to be in connection with that person. Let me see what else we have. Interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. Yeah, this person, you guys weren't on the same page beforehand, but I really feel like with this person, this month, they're really going to want to try to get together with you. Yeah, agreement, compromise. There's something about this person, this love connection, that's really being highlighted for this month coming in. And I feel like this person's going to be coming in hot. I did see a dog in the next card, so maybe this person might have a dog. You might have a dog, but this person's really wanting to reconnect in this, emotions. Look at that. Look how these two cards, like these two girls, they look very similar. So, and then that oh my God, y'all, twin flame card came out too. Okay. So pile 3 and pile 4 are both twin flame readings. So This person may have ghosted you when I walked away, but I don't think that necessarily that's what they wanted. It's just the universe didn't want you guys together. So this month is definitely highlighting the fact that they want, you guys are going to be bringing back together. So if you've been manifesting this connection to come back together, I do see it coming in the month of February. All right. Let's see what else we can get for this pile. Peacemaker. You're being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. Consider politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situations with a win-win attitude. All right, so I do feel like you're a person that's like, you're an evolved person. Like, I feel like you're a person that, like, when politics are kind of brought up, or just any religion, anything like that, I feel like you're not a person that's there. You, with the Aquarius card coming out and these two cards coming out, it's really showing me you're a person that's kind of like, you like to see different sides of things. You like to see different opinion, and it's not necessarily that you agree with them or don't agree with them. I think that you have a thirst for knowledge, what I was saying earlier. You have a thirst for knowing how somebody feels about something, just simply because that's how they feel about it, right? Not because you want to argue or make a stance, but it's like, I think you guys like to understand why people feel certain ways, especially that Queen of Cups coming out as well. All right, so let's see what this person would say to you if they could say anything to you, pile 4. It was my fault, but I blamed you. All right, so I feel like that's when they left, and I want to tell you how I feel. Y'all, this person's straight coming in. All right, so they left because it was time for them to be healed. It was time for them to concentrate on themselves. I think that this was, the universe was not necessarily, I don't want to say they were necessarily on their side, but I feel like this was more about you because you still had some kind of healing to do too. All right, so pile number 4, think of a yes and no question. I did this for all the other piles for the angel answers, and I'm going to shuffle, and I'll give you 3 seconds to think of a yes, no question, and we'll see what they have to say. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have. Unlikely. All right, so for whatever you guys are thinking, about with manifesting, I feel like this person is going to be coming back in. So I don't know what you guys asked, but it does feel like this person was unlikely to give you their energy from the past, and that's why they were kind of held back until this time to be brought back in, right? Wait, yeah. Again, there was like a waiting period between you and this person, and big happy changes. Yeah, there was a reason why, if you believe, yeah. If you guys have been manifesting this person to come back in, they're definitely going to be coming back in, all right? So definitely just know that this waiting period, there was a reason why it happened, and there's a reason why it didn't happen beforehand. So it does look like both of you have really bossed up for this month, and it does look like somebody is going to be coming back in. Your twin flame is going to be making an appearance if you have not heard from them already. All right, so pile number 4, this is your reading. I hope it resonated for you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and you have a wonderful month.